Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of NSHM YTV Open Minds, where we bring on young minds to talk about problems that truly matter. Today, a topic that is really close to a student's life, mental health. From academic pressure to endless sleepless nights, till family pressure, a student goes on through multiple life. The student's problem is much more than its classroom. We have brought our three wonderful guests with us to talk about this more. So please, if you guys can introduce yourselves.
Okay, I am Debangana Chakraborty, Assistant Professor at NSHM Media School, and I am currently here on the topic of mental health. Let's see how it goes.
Hello, I am Gitanjali Thakur, final year student of Masters Clinical Psychology. We will be discussing the topic here today.
Hello, myself Shayan Banik. Currently, I am pursuing my BBA degree and I am in second year.
So, ma'am, you are a lovely professor, and so do you find in your students that they are really suffering with mental health because of studies or maybe some other financial or family issues? They are really struggling with their mental health, but they are not unable to talk to it or confess to it to students.
That's a very good question, Sujal. I am glad you asked me that. Yes, as a matter of fact, that they see, now we come from a generation of Gen Z, be it students or be it, I mean, anyone have right now, they have much more opinions and they are very much open, and they love to speak about their problems or their issues upfront, which is a very good thing right now. So yes, as a matter of fact, few students do suppress themselves, but there are few students who are very much open or vocal about their problems or about anything that they face. There has been a lot of mentor-mentee programs in which their happiness index was measured, or there have been other surveys as well. But apart from those surveys or other things, there has been, they have also come up and talked to few of us in which they have faced
So
problems.
you as explained, like students have been able to come up and approach you regarding this problem.
Yeah.
So Gitanjali, you are a psychology student. From your studies and from your observation, what have you found that students or people are struggling with in mental health?
Okay, so one of the major thing that is common among kids, students right now is relationship conflict, identity issue. Second, I like to say post-COVID, people still struggle to socialize. So a lot of students from our school, from our college itself, like they find it difficult to interact with their peer. So yes, that is one of the issue, and a lot of students are coming here from different places. So they do often feel they have no one to talk to, even though they have friends. But yeah, it's a bit hard for them to open up.
So Shayan, I know you are from a BBA. It is a very fast-paced course, and everything is happening. It is very competitive. So do you feel at certain instances you are having mental health issues, and are you able to discuss with your peers or your friends?
Yeah, I think usually as I become from a competitive field, mental health issue is normal. So it's actually how I deal it, how I open up with other people, my friend, my teachers, even my parents. That's basically how I actually deal those problems. If I could handle those problems, then it would be smooth for me to maintain a good academic career. So for me personally, I can handle it smoothly.
Ma'am, you are being a professor. So what do you think students should do to promote this mental health and make it common to talk about, and not make someone feel sad that they are going through this alone, and make them come out and talk about this in open?
Okay, so as I said, there has been recent surveys, and there is a mental, I think by psychology department itself, there is a department that actually they have psychologists and they have people to talk about. They have people to talk about. So yes, they I mean, they can be more open with, you know, actually if they don't want to talk to their friends or to the faculties, they have a separate department to talk to. They can surely surely go there. Otherwise, all problems actually get sorted out if you talk about it. The more you talk about it, the better you feel.
But ma'am, multiple of these stress cases are cases of burnout or stress. So you are a psychologist. Do you feel like what are the early signs of a stress burnout or a burnout that you find in students or your peers?
Yes, that is one of the major thing that is there in college student. So a few things that you can observe is a person who is suddenly become very who's not very socially withdrawal, but suddenly he stopped coming to college, or the attendance is very low, or just stopped talking to the friends. Even their academic performance is declining significantly. So all these things, they are a sign of burnout, early signs that you can look for.
Shine, from your personal opinion, do you find your friends being able to comfortably talk about their feelings and if they are going through any mental health issues or anything?
Yeah, it's basically as Didi said that many students belong from other places, so it's difficult for them to combine with us with this new environment to communicate because we all are different. You know, we become from different background, different places. So some of my friend who can easily open up, they might be from here, but some can't. I can see those, and I go to them, approach them, ask them what's the matter, why your performance is declining.
Going from your point, ma'am, what role do you think friends can play in helping their friends to express themselves in mental health?
Actually, friends play a very big role, but that doesn't mean a friend is supposed to cure them. Now, there's a difference between listening and curing. There's another problem there in which we often try to, counsel students, or friends often try to counsel that this will be okay, that will be okay, but that's not how it works. It is a time-consuming matter, or a time-consuming effort that we need to give as individuals. So, when someone tells you about some certain problem that they are facing, the major work of friends is to listen and not give them advice as what to do next or so on. Because everyone who is suffering from mental health, be it depression, be it burnout or anything, they just want everyone else to be heard out, or people wants them to be heard. That's it. They don't want cure or any other, exercises, or of course there are other, therapeutic things that you can do with yourself.
But multiple
yes.
students, their stories and their ideas and their story go unspoken.
Yes.
So, do you feel like this is a very major problem among students?
Certainly, like a lot of kids, a lot of students, they just can't open up because they feel that their friends or even their teachers, they'll judge. So yeah, that is a major concern. But as ma'am said, if someone is suffering, the first thing that you can do as a friend is to listen them without judgment. Second thing, because you don't know where that person is coming from, what that person has suffered. So yes, be open and listen to them. And certainly there are things that requires professional help, so you can definitely refer them. And in our college, we have, like, we second year master student, we operate a clinic where you can actually come and ask for help. So yeah, that's the best you can do as a friend.
As this is a very social media centric generation, so do you feel like social media plays a very major role in destroying someone's mental health due to comparison or much more?
Yes, I think it kind of play a very major role because mentality is not same of everyone's. Some can lightly handle those comments, those bad comments or those negative comments, but some can't. It's hard for some to digest those. Like, what are you wearing, what you are doing. You can share it to social media, but for a certain limit. People usually share it and judge themselves by those negative comments, and I especially don't think it's a way.
Negative comments are not just a part. Supposedly, one of my friends went to foreign, she posts she posts multiple stories and all these things that would make me jealous, since she's my senior and she went to, I think, Poland, and she did multiple sessions over there. So Debangna ma'am, what do you feel this impacts on a student's mind? What do they see it as a competition or as something like, yes, why am I not unable to achieve that?
So there is a difference between students' achievements and a faculty's achievements, Sujal. I don't think there is a competition between student and the faculty, but of course when friendship comes into zone, now the mentality right here is wrong, as in if you are talking about friendship, then you cannot have jealousy. But yes, jealousy is a thing that comes out naturally, and it is a very common thing. Now the factor is that if you show too much of jealousy, it means that you are not a good friend or not a good junior to that particular senior, and you are showing disrespect towards that particular. So that there is where you go wrong, or the person goes wrong. But I think it's one of the, I mean, every person has a lot of emotions attached, and if someone is jealous of the person who is achieving something, which means the person has already achieved a lot, and the person is doing very good in life.
So everyone has their time, everyone is, it doesn't mean like they have got it so easily. They have worked hard, and so they are at that position. So you mentioned about our faculty, our masters, we are in second year, we have a professional where we can reach out, but there's no awareness about it among students.
Sure. Is where you guys come in. Like we were sharing the pamphlets on our WhatsApp and all, but I guess it is more of like word of mouth. You are knowing about it, so you should spread it among friends. And as of social media, I would love to add a point that this comparison, we all are putting our best moment out. So definitely someone who's struggling a lot, they'll see and like, okay, it's all glitter, but that actually brings up pressure that okay, everyone has it sorted out in their life, but truly, honestly speaking, no, everyone is a kind of in their mess. So yeah, it's
So Shine, you are with us. Do you think like there's not a social norm with this? And as she mentioned about this fact that a professional is there to talk about mental health, do you feel like you have got to know about this?
Actually, if she is speaking, then I would say that I'm not aware of that I could speak professionally or like that, because if any problem comes to me, I first contact to my friends, family, those who will actually understand. But if any problems which is hitting me on my mind in a professional level, then of course I need the guidance of my mentor, my teachers, who are there to help me.
So what they are trying to explain to us, like mental health is not a problem, it's a norm, and we should make it a norm and much more talk about this. We have with us these three wonderful guests, and we will continue this chat just after this short break. Welcome back to our show. We were discussing about mental health from our teachers and our friends. So ma'am, I would like to get right back to it. Ma'am, what do you think students should do who are feeling overwhelmed and by their academic or their family pressure?
According to me, I think every individual should have some time for themselves, where they are alone, where their mind is at peace, where everyone talks to themselves, and that's completely normal. But the alone time is equally important, because yes, overwhelming is a feeling when we when we are doing very good in life, and the energy is very positive, and that's a good thing that you can start with. But every individual has to have that me time, where, because at the end of the day we are, our souls are the only thing that we have, we have started our life with, and we are going to end our life with only our souls. So yes, there will be too many people, there will be too many occasions in which we are excited, overwhelmed, enthusiastic, and so much. But there also has to be a time where you sit with yourself, know where you are, what you want to do, where your mind is at a lot of places, but you as an individual, you have to have that brain mapping capacity to actually explore what is going to be the next. I mean, yeah, it is, I mean, it is very good right now, but what about the future?
So ma'am,
yes.
You are a professional in psychology. Do you want to add something to this point? In your professional opinion, what are the small steps a student that is feeling overwhelmed or feeling his mental health is going back and it's not feeling good? What are the small steps, as in your professional opinion, that they should take?
So, as ma'am said, we call it mindfulness, like sit in the moment, feel the moment. When we feel like overwhelmed with something, it is mostly because we are thinking a lot about future or a lot about what had happened and all. But what is important in that moment is to feel right now what is important, what is the next step I should take. So few steps like mindfulness, journaling, these all can help. And it varies from person to person, their coping mechanism. Like few people, if they are having a lot of thoughts and all, overthinking, which we call it, if they go out for a run, it helps them. So
Shine, overthinking is a very norm word which is being used by all these Gen Z. So you are from a competitive field, and do you feel like there are some instances like where you feel like, no, this is like you're in your thoughts, you are not able to think properly and you're feeling overwhelmed?
Yes, as you mentioned that overthinking is not like that a small concept. You kill yourself by thinking over and over. You overthink a lot. Like if there is a certain small problem, you can solve it easily, but you are thinking about the consequences, then thinking, what if I do this, what if I do that? You are not actually taking any action, just only thinking, and this actually kills you sometimes. Your confidence, your sleep, it's actually a mess all around. If you overthink, you need to stop somewhere and then put a action.
As we are coming to end of the show, if you guys could each say something to the students or to your peers who are going through this, who have a really bad mental health, and what they should do or what you feel they need to hear.
I think we have passed the stereotypical situation in which we don't speak about mental health anymore. So we have passed that. So that's a very good start, if you say. But yes, we are, since there are so many situations and events happening with us daily, we often don't understand what is right and what is wrong. We often bridge that gap, and that is where we need a therapy, or maybe we need we need to talk about it to someone. So
Gitanjali,
the first step
if you
starts with therapy.
Gitanjali, if you would.
yeah, sure.
What's your message to all the students or all your friends who are going through this mental health?
If you are from NSHM campus, please register to our clinic. We'll help you out. And if in case it is not possible, I'll advise that talk about it first thing. Like, we over criticize ourselves. Like, what she'll think, what he'll think, what I'm going through is not right, maybe I'm the worst person. I know that happens, but what is important is that you are looking, that is just your thought, that is not you. Separate yourself from that thought.
Shine, if you have a last words to.
I think, as ma'am and as Dee said, that communication is only the way. Without communication, it's like a stubborn feeling, like I am compressing my feeling. I couldn't move forward or backward. I am stuck in between. I think if there are some people those can't communicate, they should write. Like as Dee said, that journalizing, yes, they should write about their feelings. Those people who belong from new places, they are not that easy to open up, but they should try. They should communicate. They should engage. That's all I want to say.
So today we got our professional opinion from our guest, and we got the idea that mental health is not a disease. It's a normal process that every person goes through their life. The solution is just talking about it and making it normalize. This has been Sujal Sharma, NSHM YTV. Thank you.